Good afternoon. Today, I'd like to share with you the difference between term life insurance and whole life insurance. We'll start with term life insurance. Term life insurance is kind of like what it sounds like. It's for a certain term. So you could get a 10-year, 15, 20, also up to 30-year term life policy. But when that time frame is up, that means that the policy will expire or terminate. And the term life policy, I think, is good for people who are in their younger years. I think it's great for young couples who may have children, who want to get a term life policy so that in the event something happens to them while their children are still young, underage, that they would have, a substantial amount of money to kind of help them if they were to lose one of their parents. And so that's one reason that I like term life insurance, and it's for other cases as well. But that's a good case. I used it as myself when my children were younger. I had a term life policy. But one of the negatives about term life is that you want to convert that policy to a whole life policy at some point in time, if possible. Because if you don't, when the term is up, as I mentioned earlier, the policy itself will terminate and expire. Now, the whole life insurance policy is a little bit different. It is considered whole life. It is for the lifetime. There is no termination period. So you will start making your premium payments, and that's throughout your life. The policy amount stays the same as does the premium, and then upon your death, that policy amount would be paid to your beneficiary. And the other good thing about whole life insurance is that it can build cash value. So it's nothing that happens, in the first couple of years. It does take time to build that cash value. But what you're able to do with that cash value in the future is if you need to take out some money for whatever reason, you can do so. It's like being your own bank. I'm sure you've heard about being your own bank before in life insurance. So that's kind of what they're talking about with cash value. And then there's another type of policy called an index universal life, which I'll share on another video. But you're able to take advantage of that cash value if needed. So that's another benefit of whole life. I think whole life is kind of good for anybody. I think everybody should have a whole life policy. I think it's really good for children. You want to make sure your children are covered because when they get a certain age, they can then convert or have that policy themselves. And they don't necessarily have to have health related questions or have any type of um, paramedics done because they've already had the policy and it's just a matter of them just taking it over, and they can do that at certain increments in their life, like at 25, 30, 35, etc. It just depends on the insurance carrier. Now, we work with a variety of top rated carriers, so we can do what we call a financial needs analysis just to see exactly what would be the best for you and your family. And again, people like to get life insurance for a variety of reasons. Some people have a policy that is just available for their final expenses to take care of their funeral and any other household expenses or medical bills at death. Some people get life insurance because they want to make sure that their mortgage is taken care of in the event that one of the spouses pass away. And then others may get it because they want to leave rather an inheritance to their family. So again, I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm here to help. We're on a mission to help 30 families in 30 days. It is Life Insurance Awareness Month, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Bye bye.